That's, is that Nora McInerney's
Yes.
podcast? Okay,
Yeah.
I love her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She wrote a book called The Hot Young Widows Club. That's what I always think of when I think of her. I like how she speaks and her words and everything. But another thing that I was just kind of thinking to add in terms of like practical things, what can we do? I think it's clear here what we're saying is like manager training and managers nurturing their one-on-one relationships with each of their direct reports. Like that is table stakes and probably the biggest thing that is missing in workplaces today. Because at the end of the day, like a great bereavement policy isn't necessarily going to negate a manager who said something offensive or that upset someone or made them feel like a number or made them feel like no one cared about them. So manager training for sure. I also think just like we touched a little bit on this, but like timeline, right? So if we know someone's dealing with a lot of anticipatory grief, that's something to be thinking about before there's even a funeral service or something like that. Also checking in after, I think it can be like a really nice touch to acknowledge like the anniversary of the death of a loved one for someone. If you have, supported them through that in the past, like acknowledging maybe another day off on the anniversary, or even just like a kind message saying, I'm thinking of you. I know today is going to be hard. If, you want to take it a little easier, camera off, like we're A-okay with that. Totally understand. Just little things like that acknowledge that they are not going to be worked. The grief is not going to be worked through in 2 weeks. It's not going to be worked through in a month. It's not going to be worked through in a year. Like this is going to be a forever thing. Just being sensitive to the fact and acknowledging that that, I think goes a lot longer than a lot of managers realize. Like no one's looking for you to say the perfect thing because you can't fix it. Like you can't bring that person back. So I think if you're a leader, like taking some of that pressure off yourself to know the right thing to say, there isn't. Checking in on someone, letting them know you care, letting them know you're thinking about them. Like these are very small things that make a massive difference. That's how you build that relationship between a manager and employee. And that's just thousands of touch points over time accumulate into, this trusting relationship where your team will feel more comfortable talking to you about some of this stuff.